Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm going to be playing around with some new makeup products. Some of these are, I guess none of them are like technically new releases, but they are all new to me. I've never tried any of them. So if you'd like to watch me test out some new makeup products, please keep watching. I think I'm going to use the bunny ears today. It's been a while. Except they're so long, they like never fit in frame. It drives me nuts. So the first product that I'm going to be trying out is from Tarte, and it's the Base Tape Hydrating Primer. My skin has been super dry lately. This is like a really watery consistency. Ooh, it smells like coconut. It's really watery though. Normally when I try hydrating primers, they're kind of thick like a cream. Okay, I've totally used something like this before. It smells and is like similar texture or consistency to the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I think this one's a little bit more runny, but that one comes to mind. I mean, it feels hydrating, I guess. It's definitely getting like a little sticky. Interesting. So I'm not going to be testing out a new foundation because I like to do dedicated videos for foundations. I don't like to put them in this. Plus, I feel like if I use a foundation I know I already like, it gives the other products a fair chance. So I'm going to be using the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25 Hour Breathable Long Wear Foundation. I'm going to be mixing shades 101 Classic Ivory with 400 Natural Beige. But I am going to be trying out this Wet n Wild sponge. I went ahead and got it damp. It feels really nice. It feels like Real Techniques and Beauty Blender had a baby. But I have been using the Beauty Blender and like, I don't know if it's just me, but like the Beauty Blender like takes off my makeup when I try to use it. I don't know what's going on. I don't remember ever doing that before, and I have not used an actual Beauty Blender in a couple of years because I usually use my Real Techniques sponge, or I've used the L'Oreal one or Sony Kashuk, like stuff like that. This is the first time in a couple of years that I've used a Beauty Blender, but I'm excited to try out this Wet n Wild one. Like I said, it feels really nice and soft, and then I like that there's like a flat edge right here. So we're going to be trying that out today. So I'm just going to use the butt end of the sponge. I mean, so far so good. I mean, I definitely think I like this more than the Beauty Blender. Alright, so I definitely like this sponge. Now, the concealer that I'm going to be trying out is from Amazing Cosmetics. This is the Amazing Concealer. It says that it won the Allure 2005 Editor's Choice Award. This stuff is pricey. I've been wanting to get this for the past couple of years. When I first saw it, I think I saw it on Ulta, and I think it's like $30, and I was like, yeah, I'm not paying that. It might even be more. I don't know. It's pricey. But then it went on the sale tab for I think like 10 or 15. I can't remember, but I was like, finally. So I went ahead and picked it up. I got the shade Ivory. It says it's the celebrity makeup artist favorite multi-purpose full coverage concealer. A small amount is all you need to erase any imperfection. So if I had to guess, this is probably like the It Cosmetics Bye Bye concealer. If you've tried that, it's like super thick, super sticky. But this is look how little this little tube is, and this guy full price seriously is like $30-ish. It's crazy. Oh, that's weird. Has like a silicone tip. Okay, so I just squeezed it out and a bunch of just like liquid just came out of the top. It makes me feel like it's old, and I did get this recently, so ew. But that's what it looks like. So it feels more like oily. It doesn't feel as thick as the Bye Bye concealer from It Cosmetics. But this does look really opaque. It's just not as thick. It's more creamy. So let's see. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oops. I like how they say a little bit is all you need, and then I pile it on. So. I mean, the good thing about this though, it feels like it is going to be like really easy to blend out because it does not feel as thick. So because I did go overboard, we can blend it out. So I'm going to try the pointed side of the brush, or the sponge. Ooh, I like this concealer. I know, I look crazy. But this is definitely full coverage and it feels like really lightweight, and I used a lot and it still feels lightweight. I mean, I'm still glad I got it on sale and didn't pay full price, but still, I think, well, we'll see how it wears, but I think after trying it out, I would consider paying full price for it. I am just going to add a tiny bit like right underneath my eye because I want to try it with a brush. This is my Morphe E45. I always use this for concealer. Except I didn't need that much. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am just crazy today. I love this sponge. Oh my gosh, I rarely use a sponge to apply my concealer. I always use a brush and then I go over with a sponge. But the point on this, ooh, it makes me want to get another one just to use to like press powder in. Because I've noticed if I try to use like the same sponge for my powder, it like puts cracks in my sponges. It like dries them out. So I've been trying not to do that. This concealer, guys, I probably should get like a darker shade, but I love this. So for powder, I'm going to be trying out the Kylie Cosmetics Soft Pink Setting Powder. I'm just going to be using this for my under eyes. I have a different powder for my face. This is what it looks like. I haven't tried any of her powders, but I did get a couple of other shades, but the soft pink one I was really interested in because the only other pink powder I've tried is from Ben Nye, and I'm just kind of like, about it. So yeah, there's definitely, you probably can't really tell, but there is a pink tint to it. So I'm going to try it with the sponge, even though I know I told you guys I don't like applying powder with sponges, but I just want to try it. So I'm just going to go in here with my brush, make sure I don't have any creases. Take the sponge. I mean, honestly, I can't even tell that it's pink. Like, I can see that it's pink when I look at it, but okay, now that I applied more, I can definitely see like a pink tone. It's not horrible though. Like, I actually really like it. I'm gonna let that sit there for a second and then I'm gonna sweep it away. I'm just gonna use this Morphe M451. Normally loose powders kind of dull my under eyes, but I think this one's gonna be just fine. Like, I don't think I'm gonna have to go in with like a brightening powder. Probably helps too that my concealer was super light. This is a nice powder though. It doesn't look cakey underneath or anything. It looks really soft and kind of like blurred. To set the rest of my face, everybody always talks about this powder and I've had it for a while. I just haven't tried it out. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. I have the shade 1 Fair. So this is what it looks like. But the only thing I'm worried about is it's going to lighten my foundation, but whatever. My foundation's a little dark right now anyway, so we'll see. I'm just going to wipe off my powder brush and then I'm just going to dip in there and we'll see. But I always hear people talk about this. I think people even use it to set their under eyes. I mean, it's really hard for me to be like, oh, this pressed powder is amazing. Like, pressed powder isn't really something that I like use necessarily on a daily, but this does feel nice. I mean, I'm not like blown away by it, but everybody seems to really like it. I'm just kind of like, okay. It just feels like a regular pressed powder to me, I guess is what I'm saying. Maybe this would be a good under eye setting powder then, since on my face I'm just about it. But it does look like it's like setting my foundation without making it too matte, which is nice because whenever I wear like kind of like dewy natural finish foundations, I hate to like matte them out completely, but I want to be able to apply like the rest of my face products without it getting like muddy. So I think this would be a good powder for that. I guess I have to do brows. I totally forgot. So I actually have a new brow product to try. I normally never buy brow products anymore unless they're pomades. I think this came in like an Ipsy or BoxyCharm. This is from Wander Beauty and it's the Frame Your Face Micro Brow Pencil, which I'm not a big brow pencil fan. Like, I would rather have a gel or a pomade, but I figured we could try this out. It says a precise, easy to use pencil designed to enhance and fill in brows. I have the shade Taupe. Ooh, this is tiny. Okay, so we have a spoolie on one side, always a plus. Then the pencil on the other just looks like any other brow pencil. Okay, no promises I'm going to be able to fill in my entire brows with this pencil because me and brow pencils don't necessarily get along. It seems to be gliding on. It doesn't feel like super waxy. It probably doesn't help either that I haven't had my brows waxed in forever, so it's really hard for me to shape them with like a brow pencil when I can take a pomade and a brush and just do like one line, you know? Like with a brow pencil, it's like I actually have to try. I mean, it's not bad. It's just, I don't really like brow pencils. Except for like the tail of my brows. I like to use them for that, but not to fill in my whole brow. I just feel like it takes forever. I do like the shade of it though. I just feel like I can never get like a good shape with this. Like this one's okay. This one not so okay. Neither one of them are okay. But if you like brow pencils, I think you would like this. Color's nice. It's not too waxy. It's just like I can't use them. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I just can't figure it out. Just gonna go in with my Anastasia dip brow. So I'm doing thicker brows today, I guess. I'm not mad at it, I don't think, until I go back to edit this video and then I'm gonna be like, boo. Anyway, so for bronzer, I haven't really gone out of my way to search this on YouTube, but I haven't heard anybody talk about it. But I saw it on HSN, like, I got our bed frame from HSN. I got my computer from HSN. Like, I get some things from HSN sometimes. And then I saw that Christie Brinkley came out with their own makeup line. So I got a few things from there, but I'm just going to be trying out the bronzer today in this video. This is the Sunkissed Bliss Sheer Powder Bronzer in Burnished Bronze. And this is the packaging. And then this is what it looks like. It reminds me of, who else has packaging like this? I can't think of it. But it looks familiar to me, but it's nice. So this is the shade right here. It looks a little warm. And it looks like there's like a little bit of sheen in it, but I'm super excited to try this out. I'm going to use this Essence Kabuki brush with it. And then I'll switch over to my Morphe one that I like if I don't like this. It's weird. It's like warm toned, but like neutral tone at the same time. I think I found my new favorite bronzer as well. I'm gonna have to clean this up with some powder, but look at me just piling this on. I like it. It looks like there's like a little bit of sheen in there, but it looks really good. I mean, I'm wearing my bangs down, so doing this doesn't really matter, but well, what else? So I'm gonna apply my blush and highlighter, and then I'm gonna apply some powder to clean this up. But for blush, I'm going to be trying out the Anastasia blush trio. This is in the shade Pink Passion. I found mine at Marshall's for like 12 bucks. Score. These are the shades right here. So I think I'm just going to play it safe and take the more neutral shade of pink over here. So I'm just going to use this cute little brush that I found at Marshall's as well. The only thing I don't like is the pan size of these. Like, I can't really fit a blush brush in here. But all these blushes are matte and pigmented too, by the way. Gosh, I'm just like so heavy-handed in this video, like I can't even deal. Yeah, so I think I really like the blushes, but I hate the pan size. Like, it's really hard to get the brush in there without getting it into the other colors. For highlighter, I'm going to be trying out this Kylie Cosmetics Santorini loose highlighter stuff. I think this is one of her favorite shades, right? I don't know. I don't know where I came up with this shade, but this is what it looks like. I'm not really one for like blinding highlights, but I do want to try this just to see. But it's gonna be crazy. It's one of those, a little bit goes a long way, that's for sure. It's a pretty shade. So I'm just like dipping and then swirling in the cap so that way I don't get too much. It is pretty, but loose highlighters is just not really something that I grab. Like I gravitate towards. I just wanted to try this one because I feel like everybody talks about her loose highlighters. It is nice. It doesn't look like it's accentuating like any like texture or anything. Looks like a really soft metallic. Again, I'm not really using that much, but you know, if you applied some setting spray and then applied this, it would be like totally blinding. Now that I think about it, I think I saw, wasn't it Jaclyn Hill that takes her sponge into the Charlotte Tilbury powder and then presses it into her face? I can't remember. Maybe I should have tried that. I feel like I can never get my sides even. For eyes today, I'm going to be trying out the Huda Beauty Nude palette. It looks really pretty. I've been dying to try this. I love the little card that's in there. And then this is what the palette looks like. I don't know, it just gives me like romantic, soft, cozy vibes. So I'm going to be trying this out today. So I'm going to go in with the shade called Bare First. It's just a cream shade. Ooh, I stuck my brush in there and there was like a lot of kickback. So I'm just going to use this to set that concealer. Ooh, this mirror is really nice. Next, I'm going to take the shade called Play. Just like a soft peachy pink shade. Is that a cream shade in here? What is this? Oh, I did not know this, and I feel like I've seen a bunch of people use this on YouTube, and I don't think anybody has ever mentioned that there's a concealer shade in here at the bottom. Oh, that is genius. I'm just going to apply the Play shade as a transition shade. These shimmer shades in here, they look like there's like crushed pearls in them. So I don't want to do anything too crazy because I don't plan on wearing false lashes because I'm going to be trying out this mascara. So I'm just going to go in with the shade called Teddy down here and throw that in the crease, and then I'll probably just put one of these. See, there's so much kickback on these. I'm going to put one of these glitter shades on the lid. I mean, they are pigmented and they are blending out really nice. Then I'm going to try out the shade called Secret down here. I'm just going to kind of just pile them on top of each other and see what they look like. I'm going to switch to a more defined crease brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade called, I guess, Raw. It's this shade right here. I'm going to apply that in the crease and on the lid. Now I'm going to take a smidge of Love Bite. It's this dark purple right here. I'm just going to apply that in the outer corner. What a pretty palette. I would make this like my everyday palette. And especially since it has a concealer shade in it. Like, that's crazy. I've never seen that in a palette before. So, there's so many different shimmer shades to pick from. Like, I don't even know. I think I'm going to go for... let's do this Charmed shade down here. I don't really know how to apply these. So, I'm just going to go in with my finger. Okay, so you definitely can use your finger. You don't need to get your brush wet or anything. That's so pretty. I'm just kind of putting this like on the inner corner to the middle part of my eye. I'm not going to put it all the way over. I like to put my shimmers like a little bit up in the crease. I'm going to take my MAC 242. I just want to see what it looks like with a brush. I mean, it looks like it's applying with a brush pretty well. I'm going to take this lighter shade right here called Daydream, and I'm going to apply that in like the inner corner. I'm going to try it with my MAC 242. Now I'm going to take the shade called Crave right here, and I'm going to use that as an inner corner highlight. Oh my gosh, even that color is like stunning. Oh my gosh, this is like, I want to use it every day. Now I'm just going to work on the lash line, and I just pile all the same shades that I put on my lids on my lower lash line. I don't do anything crazy, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm just taking the exact same shades. Frank brought me Starbucks. I like never get Starbucks unless it's the winter time, because the only drink that I'm like obsessed with is a chestnut praline, 2 Sweet and Lows, venti size. If you're ever curious what I drink, this is what I get. And like throughout the year, I never really get Starbucks. I'm not like an avid Starbucks drinker, but if I do go throughout the year, I just get like a regular iced coffee. I don't get anything bougie, like 50 pumps of this and half a pump of this. Like, I don't do any of that, but I highly recommend chestnut praline, 2 Sweet and Lows. Just gonna dust off this bake. For mascara, I'm gonna be trying out this Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions mascara. I think I got this in an Ipsy, maybe a BoxyCharm. I can never remember like what's what, but I've heard really good things about this, and it says that it's a flake-free liquid fiber technology, combines buildable fibers plus Korean plant extracts for instantly longer, thicker lashes. Orchid stem cell complex stimulates, encourages lash growth, which I definitely need. So the only thing it says is to start with the wand at the base of your lashes and move outwards towards the tips, which is like how you would normally apply mascara. But that's about it. And then it says for every product purchased, one is donated to help a woman thrive. And this is in the shade Rich Black. Ooh, it's like nice and heavy. Normally the only kind of mascara that works for me, since lash extensions ruined my world, is waterproof mascara. So we'll see how this goes. I love this container. It's like nice and heavy. Ooh, this wand is interesting. I mean, so far so good. It looks like it's like lengthening and separating really nice. It's not really giving me any volume. It feels like a really nice mascara, but I just don't think it's gonna keep my lashes up as much as like a waterproof mascara does. But if your lashes aren't completely screwed like mine, I think you would really like this mascara. Like, my eyes are super sensitive. My skin and my eyes are all messed up. Yesterday I had a photo shoot, and the last look I was like completely covered in like every highlighter, metallic known to man, everything. And I didn't want to walk 2 blocks back to my car in the middle of LA traffic. So I went into the public bathroom. I didn't bring anything but makeup wipes, and makeup wipes weren't taking anything off. So I used the hand soap in the bathroom to take off my makeup, and now my skin like hates me. My eyes have been like watering all day, and I have a couple new pimples, and it's just, yeah. So this mascara is not really working for me. Can see it kind of made my lashes look all spidery and clumpy, but like I said, if you had regular lashes that weren't damaged like mine, then I definitely can see what the hype is about this mascara. It's just not working for me the way I would want it to. I'm gonna try applying less on this eye. Maybe that will help. Okay, I think applying less is definitely working. It's still not holding a curl as much as my waterproof mascaras, but over here when I just kept applying it and applying it and applying it, they got a little chunky and a little spidery, and I think I like how it looks better with less. Yeah, definitely less is more for me. It looks better with not 10 million coats like I did on this eye. So I'm just going to apply some of that Kylie powder underneath my eye so that way the mascara doesn't transfer. So while that mascara dries, let's move on to lips. I'm going to be trying out some KKW Beauty products. This is Kim Kardashian's brand, and I'm going to be trying out her lip liner in the shade Peach 2. I love the packaging. I'm not too sure if this lip combo is going to go with this eye, but oh well. The one thing I hate about these lip liners, it's just like Kylie's. It's like they get stuck like in there, and I'm like, ugh. So this liner does go on really easy and smooth. It's really nice and creamy and pigmented. For lips, I'm going to be trying out her lipstick. Not gonna lie, this feels a little cheap, but this is in number 2 Peach as well. This is what it looks like. Wow, really pigmented. Really creamy. Has a weird scent to it, like it smells like old school like Maybelline lipsticks. It's almost too creamy. It's almost like melting away. It's a little weird. It's really pretty though. It feels really moisturizing. But again, it doesn't really go with this look, but so that's everything I have to try out. So I'm going to go over everything and let you guys know my final thoughts. So in no particular order, we'll just start with the lipstick. This is a really pretty shade. It feels really moisturizing. It's nice and creamy and pigmented and stuff like that, but it's like, it was almost like the second it touched the heat of my body, it started to kind of like melt away, which is a little odd to me. And the smell, I don't know, like couldn't she have made it smell like vanilla? I guess it doesn't really matter. I do like it. I just, yeah, it's a little weird. I don't know. Then we have the matching lip liner Peach 2. I love how pigmented this is. It went on really nice and creamy, but again, it's like that packaging where it gets like stuck in there. Like, how do you get it out? You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know. Do you sharpen these? I think you do because this doesn't twist up, so yikes. Next I have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush powder. This is a nice powder for what it is. I mean, lots of people rave about it. Maybe I need to apply it with my sponge next time, because if I remember it, that's how a lot of people apply it now that I think about it. But just applying it with a brush, like, I think it looks nice. I was able to like set my foundation without going like super matte because I am dry skin, and then I could apply the rest of my powder products just fine. So I do like it for that, but like for me personally, I just could never really tell a difference between pressed powder. Then we have the Tarte Base Tape Hydrating Primer. This is nice. It reminds me a lot of the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I like the smell of it. It was sticky. It was like super liquidy. It wasn't like heavy or anything like that, but I do feel like my foundation looks really nice on top of it. Next we have the Thrive Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara. I love the weight of this. I love the packaging. I like how it made my lashes look. Again, less was more for me, and I think if you already have like really nice lashes, you would really like this, and you could totally skip out on the false lashes. Like, this looks really nice. Okay, well, it looked really nice on me until my lashes fell. Next I have the Kylie loose powder in the shade Soft Pink. I really like this powder. I like the shade of it. I feel like it did kind of like brighten my under eye, even though my under eye was already like pretty bright, but it didn't like darken my under eye, which, like I told you guys, most loose powders do. So I really do like this. It was really soft and like really finely milled, and it didn't like make my concealer look cakey or anything, and I applied a lot of concealer, so I like this. Then we have the Wander Beauty brow pencil. I think if you guys like brow pencils, you would really like this. Me, I like pomades, so if you don't like brow pencils, then yeah, you're probably on the same side as me. But if you do, definitely check this out. It's nice. It was easy to work with. It's just, yeah. Then we have the Amazing Cosmetics Amazing Concealer. I love this. I piled this on and it didn't even get cakey. I think it is definitely full coverage. It's not thick. I don't know. I just like really like it, and I think it's definitely going to be like my go-to concealer. Then we have the Christie Brinkley bronzer. I really like this too. I'm going to leave it on my desk and I'm probably going to use it until I get sick of it. It's really pretty. It's like a neutral warm. I don't know, it's weird, but there's a little bit of sheen in it. Just looks like really healthy looking. Like this is going to be like my go-to bronzer for the next couple of weeks probably. Then we have the Kylie Cosmetics Santorini loose highlighter. I think it's really pretty. It gives like a nice glow. It doesn't accentuate any like pores or texture. I think you could get like 2 looks out of it, like one more like a natural kind of glow like I have, and then if you wanted to spray your face first with setting spray or get your brush wet, I think you could get like a blinding glow. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1 depending on how you use it, but this is really pretty. Then we have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in the shade Pink Passion. I mean, I only use this shade. It was nice. It's a pretty color. It's pigmented. It's matte. It's just, I hate the layout of this because it's really hard to get a brush in there. But other than that, like, I really like the shade and the formula and stuff. The last thing I tried out, which is my favorite thing from this whole video, is the Huda Beauty Nude palette. I love this. This is so gorgeous. It's so easy to work with. The only downside, there is like a lot of kickback when you put your brush in there, but other than that, like all the shades I used were nicely pigmented. The mattes are really nice. Everything blended out really nice. These like weird pearl crush shimmer shades with like your finger, they're like a metallic. They're really pretty. Like I feel like you could do like a soft kind of daytime glam like how I did, or you could like really build it up and get like a nighttime smoky eye out of this palette as well. This is gorgeous. And let me mention this for like the 3rd time. It comes with a concealer. So kind of like a base for your eyes. Like that is so genius. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching me play around with some new makeup products. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Also, let me know if you've tried any of these products in the comments below and what you think, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.